Today's walk takes us up the ancient Stane Street, the Roman road, and starts outside the 12th century St Mary's Church here in the lovely village of Slinden. Slinden's comprised mainly of 17th century flint and brick cottages, and it used to be the seat of residence for the ancient archbishops of Canterbury. One of them, Stephen Langton, he died here in 1228, and he oversaw the signing of the Magna Carta. Slinden House these days is best known as Slinden College, but the 3,500 acre Slinden Park estate still exists and is currently maintained by the National Trust.
Do you remember it in Miranda, do you remember it in? And the tilling and the splitting of the straw and the bedding of the peas that teas in the high Pyrenees, and the wine that tasted of the tar.
Hilaire Belloc was a true man of Sussex. He was actually an Anglo-French historian and writer. He was born in France, but when he was very young, his French father died, so his English mother brought him back to England, and he was brought up in Slinden. Throughout a prolific writing career, he wove this county inextricably into the English language. What Wordsworth was to the Lake District, Hilaire Belloc did for Sussex. We're here inside St Margaret's Church, here in Eartham, where on the south wall there's a memorial to one William Huskisson. Huskisson came into a personal fortune and fell in love with this part of Sussex and bought the nearby Eartham house. He then carved out a career for himself in politics and became an MP for Chichester and Liverpool. He was a strong supporter of the burgeoning new railway age, and as such was invited to the grand opening of George Stephenson's Liverpool to Manchester Railway on the 15th of September 1830. Halfway through the journey, Huskisson's train stopped to take in water, and all of the passengers disembarked onto the line. Huskisson noticed that in the carriage opposite was his great political rival, none other than the Iron Duke, hero of Waterloo, Duke of Wellington. He went across to shake his hand, unaware that the rocket was coming down the line, and he was hit, and both his legs were badly damaged. He died of his injuries that evening and earned for himself the dubious honour of becoming the world's first railway casualty. Loss and possession, once wrote Hilaire Belloc. There falls no shadow where never shines the sun. The Roman road was constructed round about 60 to 70 AD. It was 25 feet wide and flanked on either side with ditches 84 feet apart. And here on this stretch, you can see the perfect example of the camber, or as the Romans called it, the aga. But you didn't know I could speak Latin? Well, everything comes to an end. Even the Roman Empire had to at some point. And here on Bigner Hill, this impressive stretch of the Roman road tapers off and we head towards the car park. And then drop down to the village of Bigner. So we've come all the way down to the lovely little village of Bigner. It's got an eclectic style of buildings, including the yeoman's house, the 15th century classic example of a Sussex Wilden Hall house. But I suppose what Bigner is most famous for is its Roman villa, seen just behind me here. It was discovered in 1811 by a local farmer whilst ploughing his field. The 4.5-acre site contains some of the most intricate and well-preserved mosaics seen anywhere in the country. And so we finished today's walk here on the foot of the Downs in the churchyard of St John the Baptist in Sutton, where we visit the grave of another good Sussex man and true, Claude Muncaster. He was born in 1903, an adventurer and artist in a career that spanned 50 years. He painted nearly 5,000 paintings. He immortalised this countryside in oils. What Hilaire Belloc did for Sussex in prose, Claude Muncaster did on canvas. Inside the church, you'll get a chance to see one of Claude Muncaster's paintings. It's of a local view taken from one of the nearby cottages of Chanctonbury Hill from Barlavington Down. It was done in the 1920s. I rather like his paintings, and I'm not just saying that because his grandson's filming me right now, but yes, there's a darkness, there's an austerity, but to me it's benign. And ultimately, any artist who can produce a landscape that you really feel like walking through, well, he's earned his corn.